Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for May 5th to the 14th. This is for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific with your reading. Aquarius, I do this because I love you. You know I love you, Team Aquarius. You know I'm an Aquarius. I also use astrology, and here's the funny thing. I get so many questions about why I use astrology with the tarot, and a lot of questions about astrology. I finally made a video explaining why I use astrology with tarot. And it's somewhere, I'm going to throw the link up somewhere up there if you want to see it. But astrology has been used for thousands of years, and it's really had major influence on divination, including tarot, which is why I use it. It brings a lot more depth to your readings, all right? And so I can finally know now. I no longer need to say that in my introduction, but definitely check out the link if you're curious about it. Now, one thing that you'll notice, as I said, is that this reading's for May 5th to the 14th. Normally, it would be the 8th to the 14th, but we have to talk about that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Oh my goodness, that's going to happen on May 5th. Now, this is why it's so big, all right? And this is why everyone's talking about it, Aquarius. I'm going to tell why it's so big for you and what's going to happen for you. All right. Eclipses happen in series. This is the last one in Scorpio. Okay. Full moon lunar eclipses in Scorpio are intense, very intense. Think back to what happened May 15th, 2022. Okay. There could be something that comes around or comes up from around that time. If you want to go further back, if you keep a journal, think about November 2021, okay? But remember, this is the last one. And so I know a lot of people out there have been, I don't want to use the word fear-mongering, but listen, this eclipse is more cathartic, okay? It's more like letting go of the things that are not empowering you, letting go of the things that are not serving you well. This is, honestly, it's like something's got to go, and this is it, all right? So something may be eclipsed out of your life, or you may be the one to say, bye-bye, done with this, all right? So this eclipse is happening in your 10th house, okay? 10th house of career, public recognition, honors, achievements, okay? So something in your career, okay? And so it could be that your boss leaves. You find out, and Uranus, your ruling planet, our ruling planet, is one of our co-rulers, is really at play here in opposition. So something could be very, unexpected. All right. Could be a surprise. Maybe a colleague leaves. All right. So think about that. Think about what's going on there. The other thing is Mercury. This eclipse is happening during a Mercury retrograde. All right. Mercury retrograde in Taurus. All right. So there could be some link to matters at home. If you work from home and whatnot, but even still, there's just going to be something. All right. But I want you to use this moment to empower yourself. Okay. Something that has not been serving you well, something that has to hit the road, Jack, right? That's how we're gonna see it. All right, so remember, it's the last one, so it's almost like that release. Okay, now the other thing is, I want you to see this as, I'm going to give you an analogy. Think of, I don't know if you cook, but if you're making soup at home, okay? Now, you're standing at your stove, you turn on the burner, there's energy, right? The soup boils. That's the day of the eclipse. You turn off the burner. There's still energy, all right? So the power of this eclipse is, enduring, and it can happen. Some of y'all may have felt something, in the past few weeks. Some of y'all may feel something happen, later. It doesn't have to happen exactly on the day of the eclipse. You have to look at your birth chart, all of that, right? So just keep that in mind. The other thing is, what I really love for you is that you're going to get really busy at work, FYI, just so you know, okay? Because Venus is moving into Cancer. Mars is already in Cancer. So on May 7th, Venus and Mars are going to be in Cancer, all right? These two planets are rarely in the same sign. It's very, very rare. So this is going to be for 2 weeks. And Cancer rules your 6th house. So that is everyday activities. That is work. That is labor, all right? There's also health. There could be something with health matters, all right, that comes up around this time. And when I say health, it could be just you, like loving yoga, and maybe you've never done it before, and or maybe you switch from being vegan to vegetarian. Like just think of that like emotional intensity in terms of like your sixth house, everyday activities, health, even pets. All right, pets, but a lot of work and labor. And the reason why I say that is because Mars is going in Leo next week. We'll talk about that next week. But that's your seventh house of partnerships, okay? And so we're really going to talk about that next week because it really is, a lot of career-related stuff there as well. But, even at home with relationships, all right? Now, we know you are going through some major changes in your life, Aquarius. You're going through some major changes. Pluto went into your sign, all right? Saturn moved into Pisces in March. You're getting really serious about money, salary, all right? Finances. You're getting serious about structure, building the structure in your life, values, things, even self-value, self-worth. So I really love that for you. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for this week. One other thing I'm going to mention, May 14th, Mercury does go direct. So that's really great. Mercury is finally no longer retrograde, but let's go ahead and get started. Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you for May 5th to the 14th. Again, this is for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. And for any of you who know your birth chart, absolutely read for your moon, for your Venus, whatever you want to read for, you are welcome to. It's up to you, whatever resonates for you. All right, so I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to do your reading now. All right, so Aquarius, as I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does help, or really does give the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers, Aquarius. Secondly, a lot of y'all, in that video, I answer all your questions. I get so many questions, a lot of repeat questions about my window, about my dog. She's not up here. She's at the floor right now. About the rising sign, okay? It's important you read your rising sign, and I tell you why, and I tell you how to find your rising sign. So all of that's in that video if you want to watch that video. Now, Aquarius, oh my, I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because it's almost like I feel like at this point y'all are getting suspicious that all your readings it's been so good. I feel like you're getting suspicious. You look at you're good. You're good. Oh my gosh. Aquarius, let's get started. This is amazing. You're amazing. Okay, so you got the Eight of Pentacles. I love this for you. Absolutely love this for you. This is amazing. Listen, Eight of Pentacles, you've definitely been working hard, all right? You've been working hard toward your goals, your passions, things that you want to, manifest, things, your path to enlightenment, okay? And so you can see him. He's actually removed himself from the village here to be laser focused. This is all about being focused, all right? So you've had that. This came up in your past, all right? You see him working on the pentacles, that repetition, just really, 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 nothing's going to distract him. Nothing's going to distract him, okay? Now, he's working toward his legacy. He's working toward those things that he wants, all right? So you've been in it to win it. You've been putting all that passion toward, energy toward it. And if you haven't, do it, because look at your spread, all right? Look at your past readings. Look at the direction you're going. One other thing I'm going to point out is that, everything in tarot cards, every tiny detail is important. And one thing that I want to point out for you, especially, is you see that he's sitting on a wooden bench? The seats in tarot are, very important. So wooden benches just means this is temporary. Okay, all this hard work and like you're gonna reach your legacy very soon. I love that for you. Now, here's the other thing. You got the Four of Swords, all right, in the heart of your spread. So this is really great, and I love this for you. This is all about stillness of mind. This is all about having that equilibrium, having that, meditation, right? This is recovering from anything that could have been like really draining for you, and this eclipse is going to be very draining. So if there is something that like y'all have been working hard, it's astrologically, like there's been a lot of like work energy, right? And so this is just having that moment. Take that moment this week just to unwind, right? Sit on your sofa, turn on The Diplomat on Netflix, and just binge it. Just relax for a second. But honestly, just have that stillness in mind, okay? What resonates with you, okay? What helps bring you that like clarity, and just like, oh, I can just relax for a little bit, right? Go out to the forest, go out to the jungle, wherever you live. I don't even know where you live. Go, here in Brooklyn, I always take my dog on a walk by the river, on the East River. That's where I meditate. Like, I get in that meditative state. So that's what I want you to do this week. That's what I want you to do this week. This is all about just resting, having that stillness of mind, that equilibrium, okay? That balance up here, okay? Swords are the mental suit. Remember that, all right? So having that balance, and, it's equilibrium. Think about equilibrium. If you trace the work, if you break it down, okay? The etymological root, equal, librium, Libra. Equal Libra is all about that balance and that harmony, right? So there you go. I love that for you. Now, you did get the Magician in your challenge area. So 2 things here. 1, some of y'all may not know what the next step is. Some of y'all may not know what you want. Where do you want to direct that energy? You see that he has the power to manifest whatever he wants, okay? He has all tools of tarot at his disposal. He's got the pentacles, the swords, the wands, the cups, okay? So some of y'all may, I'm not surprised. Mercury is retrograde, okay? Mercury is retrograde in Taurus, okay? 3rd house, communication, all right? So some of y'all may not know exactly where you want to focus that energy. That's why you need to have this stillness of mind, okay? The 4 of Swords, having that stillness of mind, but also just getting in the zone and just really, really focusing on what's next, all right? What's next? What do I really want? Where do I want to direct that energy? Is it money? Is it career? Is it relationship? Is it family? Where do you want to direct that energy? The second thing is, some of y'all may have, the big message coming through is you don't know, it's not that you don't know what you want next or what direction you want to go. It's that maybe things have not been working out in the way that you wanted them to, in terms of things that you have started, things that you've initiated, things that you want to get, all right? But listen, all you have to do is, well, 1, remember Mercury is retrograde, so it's never a good time to initiate something, to start something, to launch something. It's okay to plan. It's okay to plan things, but don't launch anything, all right? Because it could, it's a little bit more challenging. Mercury is a planet of communication, right? And then it's, rules technology, and it's very relevant to you because, Aquarius, you ruled technology and whatnot, but it's almost like there may be some Aquarians where it's been a little challenging for things that you have started. I would just wait a little bit, okay? Let things marinate a bit, all right? Let's get out of this retrograde period. Let's get out of this eclipse energy, and then you'll see things pick up, all right? Especially next week when Jupiter enters Taurus, when we have that new moon in Taurus. And I'm not even going to talk about that now because I'm going to talk about that next week. It's one of the biggest new moons of the year, all right? If you saw my monthly reading, I already talked a little bit about it. It's a huge new moon bringing new beginnings, okay? So keep that in mind with the Magician in, your challenge area. So think about where you want to direct that energy, and if there's something that you have started, the timing may be a little off, I would just wait a little bit, all right? Just wait a little bit and do a little bit more of that planning process, all right? Now, I think this is the 3rd time in a row, maybe the 4th time in a row, you've gotten your own card, the Star. This ruled by Aquarius, all right, Aquarius. You see the water bear here. I mean, this is your card, okay? So this came up in your crown. I love that this came up in your crown. You, a lot of y'all have these hopes and wishes and dreams. And listen, this is all about the stars aligning for you. I'm not going to even go into this too deep because you've pulled this card pretty much in every reading, all right? And I've talked about this card, but just know that this is stars aligning for you, and this is what you want. There are things that you want. There are hopes and wishes, and you want. Like I always say, it's like, think about that phrase from like thousands of years ago, like wish upon a star, right? This is it, okay? And then you can't actually see stars aligning for you, so things happening behind the scenes for you, all right? But this is just like your head's in the game, okay? So that's good. Your head's in the game. Just really know where to direct that energy, what you exactly what you want, right? What do you want to grow? What do you want to go toward? All right. Boom, you got the 3 of Wands, all right, in the root of your spread. It's really interesting because this is the card of change. He wants change, all right? Now, I always say, think about the 14th century, think about the medieval times. Like, they didn't have Netflix, they didn't have The Diplomat, right? They didn't have iPhones and iPads and whatnot. Leaving your village to go explore was a big deal, all right? It was a big deal, okay? Going exploring, seeing what was out there, huge, all right? Looking for change, discovering yourself, finding yourself, import, export. Like, look at all the ships at bay, meeting new people. Really, like, honestly, this is, I call it the green light card. Go, go, go. It looks like y'all are ready for this change. You are ready this week to, just get going and to really, really just expand your world. Expand your world. I really absolutely love that for you. This card is ruled by Aries. So it is, all about taking that action, okay? And then actually, when you think about what's happening here with your spread, that is another message for you. Is with the Magician in your challenge area with the 3 of Wands down here. It's like you have all this potential. Maybe you haven't taken action, okay, toward the things that you want. This is the week to do it, all right? But even still, have that clarity first. Have that clarity, okay? And then take action in terms of planning things, the things that you want, all right? Don't build a house tomorrow. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So plan, like, take action toward the things that you want. Put fuel behind it. Put fuel behind it this week, all right? So look, this is why you got the Queen of Pentacles in your future, all right? The richest queen, all right? She is, come on. Look at all the abundance around her, all right? Now, she's very maternal. And maternal, when I say maternal, in the sense that she takes care of everybody in her kingdom because she has the resources to, all right? So I really love this for you. This is in your future. It's almost like everything that you, it's like not having to worry about money anymore, not having to worry about, any, like, this is, when I say, think about, like, if, for instance, if one of your friends was like, oh, I'm a little bit short on rent this month, you would be that person who's like, oh, you need $200? I got you. Like, that is like the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, the other thing is, not only is she the richest queen, but I say this is a card that looks like it's been like torn out of the pages of a fairy tale. And so you can even see the little bunny rabbit here, fertility and growth. I mean, like, you're coming into money. Like, it's a big thing. I already said Saturn moving into Pisces is a big thing for you with, it's in your second house of salary. But listen, this is, I'd say it looks like it's out of a fairy tale. And what is a fairy tale? It is world building, right? So she has resources to build the world that she wants. You're looking to build the world that you want. This is amazing. Coming from the 8 of Pentacles, going to the Queen of Pentacles, like, this is absolutely amazing. With a star in your crown, the 3 of Wands, and the root of your spread, the 4 of Swords, okay? 4 of Swords in the heart of your spread, all right? Take that time. Just take that time to have a little bit of stillness of mind, but everything around you, just know that like things are happening, okay? Things are happening for you. And if you feel that you don't know where to direct that energy, take that time to think about that, all right? And if you feel that, things that you have tried or started, haven't been working out for you, it's just the timing may be a little off. I would just think about it a little bit more. Mercury retrograde is a good time to reassess things and reevaluate things. And then, again, after May 14th, Mercury goes direct. So keep that in mind. Okay, Aquarius, let's get to your stuff. Aquarius, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. I love hearing from Team Aquarius, seeing what's going on with y'all. I hope, do you like the fact that I'm wearing purple? Does it look good on me? Listen, let me know. The other thing is, if you're a subscriber, you're amazing. I love you. You're awesome. You're so awesome. I love y'all are amazing. I love you. So thanks so much for being here. You really make my day. I'm very, 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 very grateful. All right. So, look at I don't make this up. I feel like some of y'all are raising eyebrows at this point. Your readings have been so good. Look at this. And I'm not going to lie. Astrologically, looking at your chart, things are good for Aquarians and things are just getting better. Look at this. You see that it's all court cards and one major arcana. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get started. You got another queen. You got the Queen of Wands. All right, so this queen is very different from the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is very Capricorn, very practical, pragmatic. Queen of Wands, Aries. Okay, here you got a card of Aries right here. All right, so Queen of Wands is, she is very entrepreneurial, but she's also very popular. She's the most charming queen. She's the queen. I always say, think of Nicole Kidman, Rihanna, Charlize Theron, whoever. Walking into a room, they can get whatever they want. Just like the Queen of Wands. She has that power. She's very alluring. She's very compelling. I always say she's like the witch of tarot, in a good way, right? You see the black cat here in touch with her, shadow stuff, but she has that uncanny ability to get whatever she wants. Look at her, one hand with the wand, all that passion, creativity, ideas, your ideas, right? But also work related, if you're here for work, okay? Career, enterprise, all of that. But you see in her other hand, she has a sunflower as the full powers of the sun, all right? Vitality, growth, optimism, opportunity, this is amazing. This is amazing. Y'all, come on. Y'all are amazing. This is absolutely amazing. You can have whatever you want. You really can. You have to have that stillness of mind, and you have to really know what you want, all right? You have to know where to direct that energy and actually put that energy forward. Now, you got the King of Swords. Again, you got your own card here. Kings are fixed. Swords, the air, right? Air element, the mental suit, but, you are the fixed air sign. So, boom, you got another Aquarius card. King of Swords, this is the type of king. He has so much power, so much authority. Look at him. He's the only king that looks directly at you, okay? He has nothing to hide. He's faced all his truths. He's that type of king. Think about if the 13th century, okay? If you were summoned by the king, this is the king that would make your knees shake. That's how powerful he is. Look at his sword tilted. He's ready to take action. Okay. The other thing is he's just, remember the sword suit, intellect, just communication. It's the mental suit, right? It's all up here. It's logic. So is his head above the clouds. He has, it's also a lot of integrity too, but it's whew, he's on it. He's on it, right? He's got this. He's got this. And he's someone who is very clever, very smart, okay? He is probably the, wouldn't be surprised if he was a member of Mensa, all right? So, King of Swords coming with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Now, in your external factors, this is saying that two things. One, someone with a lot of power and authority is going to be on your side this week. Someone's going to show up and really help you move forward, okay? Really help you move forward in terms of, you know, things working out for you. Or if you are if you are someone who doesn't know exactly what you want, or, you know, what your passions are, there's going to be someone who's going to be like, kind of like that father figure, someone who, you know, someone with just like a lot of power. All right. Now, for a lot of Aquarians, it may be internal. It may be that, you know, because it is like very air here. Okay. Like your spirit guides, or you could get it very intuitively, especially because you got the Four of Swords in your heart of your spread. All right. So, you know, just having that moment, that clarity, it could just come exactly what you want, where you have to go, your path to enlightenment, what you're looking for, like your passions. This is absolutely amazing. Now, you got the Hermit. Okay. I love the fact that you got the Hermit, because you got the Four of Swords in the heart of your spread. Hermit. Okay. This is all about solidarity. Okay. Is that the right word? Solidarity? Solarity? Solitude. Okay. So here's the thing. Look at all that gray. All right. There's nothing here but gray. All right. Gray. Wisdom. All right. Now think about the Hermit. Think about the 14th century. All right. When tarot came out. All right. The Hermit. People trekked days, weeks to go get advice, seek guidance from the Hermit. Okay. And so this is someone who has that deep sacred knowledge. He's a soul searcher. All right. You know, he's holding a little lantern. You can see that he has that lantern light. You can only see so far with lantern light. How do you see further than that? Where do you find all the answers? It's inside you. The light is inside you. All right. That's where he's gotten all that wisdom. All right. He's gone within. You got the Four of Swords in the heart of your spread. And so there is a part of you that's like, this week, all you want to do is this soul searching, all right? And I want you to do it, all right? If you don't feel it, I want you to take some time doing it. Do that soul searching, all right? Do that soul searching. And, you know, the reason why I brought up The Diplomat is because it is like the show that I'm kind of watching right now. But I have like a very like, I have like a full-time job or whatever. I do this on the side, but it's when I just can just chill watching TV. Sometimes I'm not even paying attention and things come up, and I love that. Okay. So whatever resonates with you. Okay. I prefer you go do the walk, because I do that 2 times a day as well. And that's how I meditate as well. And things come up, but it really is a good week for you to just have that mental clarity, have that focus, and just, ooh, it's going to be great for you. And now lastly, you got the King of Wands, okay? You see you got the pair here. So, King of Wands, very different from the King of Swords, okay? King of Wands is very, very, very fun. He's very fun. He's like the fun king. He is so passionate. He is so like, he can't sit still. In fact, you know, he can't sit still. And you can see him like kind of tilted forward. He wants to get out of that chair. He wants to get out of that chair, pursue more passions, help other people with their passions. Really just, he's so lively, right? But he also is like the entrepreneur, okay? I call him the Steve Jobs of tarot, all right? He's very inspiring, very influential. He's very transformative, okay? Very transformative energy. So came up in your final outcome, all right? Remember what you got in your past, and then this progress here. You got the Queen of Pentacles in your future. Now you got the King of Wands in your final outcome. I mean, all your hard work, it's all going to be paid. You're great. You're going to be sitting in this throne. I mean, the potential is so crazy strong. You just have to put that action toward it, okay? And it's like, I mean, you are, okay? You know, if you do feel like you need a little bit of guidance in terms of where do I want to direct that energy? What do I want to focus on the most? Have that stillness of mind. That's going to help. And then also someone may come through and, you know, seek it if you need to. But I really think it's going to come from within, because you did get the Hermit as well. Now, the King of Wands, all right? So, again, your passions, things that your hopes and wishes, your passions, creativity, ideas, but also very work related. I mean, this is very, very like career related. And, like I said, there's a lot of activity happening for you in your career. There's, big time, big time. But also just like self, like, again, Pluto moving into Aquarius, really big deal. Really big deal. Saturn moving into Pisces was your second house, salary, but also self, thinking about your self worth and your self values, and all of that. It's so important. But then again, everything is just think about your daily activities. And I did mention health, right? So health as well, and that's related to the four of swords here in the middle of the meditation, that stillness of mind, even like mental health, right, if things have been too much. But Aquarius, you're bang on. This is absolutely amazing. You got two queens, you got two kings, you got the hermit, the star, the three. I mean, you're good to go. You're good to go. I love you, Aquarius. You're amazing. You're absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, very happy for you. Very excited for you. All right. Next week, by the way, huge, huge, huge. Okay? Huge. I'm not even joking. That Jupiter moving into Taurus, we have that new moon, right, in Taurus, one of the biggest of the year. Okay? Not only that, Mars moving into Leo, all right? That's in your 7th house of partnerships, love, and career. Okay? Think of Mars, very active, driven. Leo, fiery, like super fiery. I mean, it's almost like and then Sun moving into Gemini, your BFF. Come on. Next week's a big week. So Aquarius, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye bye.